What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with my co-host, Southern Flame Don McIntyre. And right under me over here is a band called the Almas. Here we go.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
All right, we are here. Listen, I swear to God, okay? So for you watching or listening on audio, there's 4 people underneath me in the band called the Almas, and I swear to God, I thought you guys are from like Louisiana, and you guys are from Wisconsin. You don't even sound like you're from Wisconsin. There's no like Canadian accent there.
No, so we are barely Wisconsin. It's the Illinois-Wisconsin border that we're from. So,
Okay.
so we kind of got away from that accent.
Yeah.
And what's funny about it is there's 2 guitar players. As I swear to God, I assumed Josh was the bass player because everyone else said what they kind of did, and then I was like, "Oh, there's no bass player," and you guys don't even have a bass player.
Nope.
No, I mean,
not
he
right.
did used to be our bass player.
Yeah,
but
one time.
Oh,
At one time, but I play guitar now.
so what happened to the? So the band has no bass player.
Currently, no.
Nope.
Basically,
We have
What
a
happened to the
laptop.
bass player?
well, long story short, we left him at a gas station and never picked him up again. No, joking. No,
You're like Uber.
No, we did come back for him.
yeah, we did go back for him. That is a true story. But
Oh, really?
yeah. But what happened was with the band touring so much that we do and all the commitments that this band, takes,
Mhm.
it wasn't the life for him. He wanted to search out different things, relationship, a steady job, and
Mhm.
it was he just wanted to pursue different things.
Who the fuck wants
Yeah.
a steady job in a relationship? Right?
Like crazy people.
You're in a band,
Crazy.
dude.
You want a
Come on.
stable lifestyle?
You should have
Put your
never
hands
tried to be a
down. You're
rock
not
star to begin
allowed.
with. Should've never been a rock star to begin with. It is tough. You guys have toured a lot. From what I've seen. So you guys are a touring band. Thank God COVID's kind of. I mean, people still get it, but it's different now, right?
Mhm.
Scary
Yeah.
times when it was. But you guys do a lot of touring, and that has to be tough to find someone that may be similar age to you guys and willing to just tour and play music around the United States.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's why we don't have a bassist right now because, I mean, we know a lot of bassists, but like you said, finding someone that could make the commitment to do it, that's the hard part. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you're 16 anymore where you can just find your buddy next door and say, "Hey, come be in my band, dude." It's
Exactly.
different now. It is as you get older and you tour because, a lot of times bands, when you tour, you barely make money sometimes. Sometimes you just make what you put into it, right? And so sometimes you
No.
do make some, but not all the time.
For
Yeah.
real, no.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
You're just going to try and stay in the black there. And that's good.
It's a
That's right.
labor of love, man.
It's hard to
We do it
break even
because we love it, not
sometimes.
for the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, sorry.
I remember when we first started touring. The first couple of tours, we lost our ass the whole time.
Absolutely.
Like God. And now it's coming to a point where we're self-sustaining. We can pay ourselves to eat on the road, so it's really no expense to be out. Which is
Was it
really
disappointing the first time the band went on tour with this group? I don't know if you guys, I don't know if members have changed. We'll talk about that later. But the first time you guys went on tour playing music, were you like, so everyone wants to be in a rock band, right?
Mhm.
Were you disappointed? Like, shit, I thought we were going to make way more money than this, and we didn't. What was that feeling of before you went and then after you got back?
So I can kind of like go a little bit into that because our very first tour, we decided to go coast to coast for a month. It was our very first time out on the road. And we actually anticipated making jack shit. So we were already prepared and we were trying to find a way to cut costs anywhere that we could because we knew gas was going to be a thing. And like, we're a band from Wisconsin. Like, we've never been to California at this point. We've never been to most of the places that we were playing.
Still never been
Like-
to California? Or
Oh,
no,
we
we've been there.
have. We've been there several times now.
Okay.
But this is like beginning of 2019
Mhm.
and never been out of the Midwest before.
Yeah.
Like, obviously Wisconsin, I think Michigan, Illinois, and Ohio
Yeah.
were like where we played, and like one show in Indiana with the previous singer, and like that was our little radius. So now going coast to coast and like all four corners was new territory, and we were like, all right, well, we're gonna have to sleep in our van and make that comfortable because we're not doing hotel rooms, or we're gonna die out there because it's too much money. And just trying to find the best way to go about it. So we already came into it prepared to not make anything. It was a California door deal. And we had to find our own locals that we have no idea. We had to figure it all out by ourselves. And, you know, promoters are like, yeah, we'll take a chance on you for like a Monday night, you know, but like we're not willing to really give you guys a Saturday yet. You've never been here. So it was weird transitioning into that. But
I swear bands don't realize, like, just because you go on tour, you don't always get like the best spot, especially if you're not from that area. Because the local bands will get that spot, or a big, huge band, like a super, super famous band will get that spot. But if you're a band, a touring band, and you're playing music and you're going around everywhere, but you're not really big, you're going to get like maybe like the shit day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, what's really funny is, you know, people think that when you're a touring band, like, oh my God, you got to be this huge band, you're going to draw all these people. No, that's not how it works. So a lot of the venues actually have that misconception. So they put you at this headlining spot. And they're like, "Oh, you didn't draw anybody, dude. It's my first time here, man." Like, like, have you heard of me before? Probably not. So like,
and like it still happens to us to this day. And I think currently we're on tour number 10 or 11 right now.
Oh, higher than that. We calculated.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
So 35, 36.
Yeah, 35, 36 tours, and we're good. But like, you know, since 2019, you know, we've been consistently touring. You know, 2020 was a lull for the band, you know, as everybody kind of felt that. But you know, we've been going out consistently for a very, you know, good, decent amount of time. But we still have that. You know, just a couple shows ago, we played. You know, and there was like a good amount of draw from the locals, but we were headlining, and like some of the people ended up leaving before we played. And the venue would then be like, oh, well, you guys didn't really bring many people. It's like, well, we were the last band to play in a state you've never been to before, or a place we've never played. Like, but
that happens. I've seen that so many times. We're like the headliner. Yeah, the headliner will play, and then everyone's gone. And then, dude, it sucks. It's like I would not even want to headline. I'm like, put me somewhere in the middle. Put me somewhere in the middle so people are still here, because what's going to happen is, being a band that you guys are, experienced as you guys are, toured, played tons of shows, have lots of great music out there. When people leave, they're not going to be able to hear your music. And what you want is for people to hear your music. So you're going to want to not just headline, but you really want to be there during a prime spot where everyone's still hanging out. Because about 9:30, 10 o'clock, people start going home if they don't know who else is playing.
Right. Yeah. No, for real.
And like we try and like sandwich us at least, like we want one or two locals, and we want to either play before the one local that's on or in between the two locals. And sometimes, you know, that's ideal for us. But like, you know, sometimes venues are like, oh, well, it's because of you we're putting the show together, so you have to headline, or we're paying you to come out, so you have to headline. And they don't really work with the fact that we're from Wisconsin and we're not in Wisconsin for this show that's getting put together. So
I think it's cool you guys are from Wisconsin. Any football? Josh looks like he might be a football guy. I don't know. Is he a football guy?
I'm actually a baseball fan, and I'm a Chicago boy, so I'm a Chicago sports fan.
And anybody there a football, like a cheesehead, a Green Bay Packers fan?
Nope,
not really. I'm not a sports guy.
I used to be, but like I'm not really into football anymore. So
my family went to a lot of Bears games, but I'm a Bears fan, so I'm sad inside.
Roll Tide, Alabama College.
And you guys looks like you guys are in a hotel room,
which is very, very rare.
Yes,
this is not a thing.
Yeah, you guys normally are in your van, right? But
we were gonna do that. Yeah, we were gonna do the interview in the van, but the lighting was absolutely horrible, and so we're like, well. Hotel.
Yeah, so this was a very last minute decision.
Yeah. All right, who's
thank you guys very much.
Whose room is it? Whose room is it?
Well, technically it's his mom's.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thanks, Mom.
Mama
love
Slipka helped us out with this
Mama
one.
Sikowski.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Sikowski.
Yeah, because normally
You're not.
we always sleep in the van. That's where we live, and we
Mhm.
can't really afford to get hotel rooms. So
Mhm. Sometimes our family likes to help us out.
if someone gifts us a room,
Yep.
we
You'll
take
take it.
That's
You'll
awesome.
take it.
Really?
You'll take
Yes.
it. Wait, are you guys sleeping in the same room, or do you guys have your own rooms?
We have two
Two
separate
rooms.
rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 and then 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a fucking. I like that. You know what? You guys got great attitudes. I love you guys. Like you guys are so awesome already.
Oh,
Well,
thank
thank
you.
Let's. I know I'm like a piece of shit over here, fucking hammered. Okay, let's let's talk about your guys' music video, or it's a lyric video called "Reflection," right?
Right.
Yes.
Is that the last video you guys came out with?
That is our most recent, up to date. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, before we play the song, I just recently started asking this because I feel it's better for fans to listen to, or people that listen to my podcast. What is Reflection about? Is it like self-reflecting? What is it?
So this is our suicide awareness song.
Oh,
We're
great.
very much so a mental health awareness promoting band, I guess. We like to.
That's wonderful.
We have several songs in our set that we dedicate or direct towards like suicide awareness movements and stuff like that. So we wanted to have a song specifically written for it rather than just dedicated, and say like, oh, well, we wrote this about something else, but it works for this. This one's very much so about, it's actually the brutal reality of somebody losing their battle with depression. And, it's based off of a lot of our friends and family, and some of us, even ourselves, struggle with it. And, just kind of like that never ending battle, it seems, and that uphill climb that you have to go through every day to try and, realize that, there is some positives out in the world, even though like we're all going through really bad times. But yeah, so.
Was it hard to write a song about suicide and depression? Because I would assume when you're coming up with the lyrics for it, you definitely are trying to not offend anybody, right? So you want to get your message across the right way. So writing the lyrics to the song, the music can be whatever, but as the lyrics go, was it hard to put the words that you want to say into it? And did you change that up? Because like I said, you don't want to offend anyone. You want to make sure your message comes across the right way. And that's super important, especially having a song like this.
Also, it takes a lot of vulnerability and bravery to put those emotions out there.
Yeah, and like I drew from a lot of my peers at the time that the original lyrics were written. Really, the chorus is the only thing that hasn't changed, and it doesn't even come until after the solo. So everything else lyrically has been changed, even the music a few times, just to get it right where it conveys the emotion that we wanted it to. But lyrically, it did change a lot, and I wanted to be less in your face with it and kind of more subtly descriptive, I guess. Yeah, more metaphorical with it.
Right.
But yeah, because I didn't want it to be anything about like a specific person. I wanted it to be something that everyone could relate to when they're going through a hard time, and they can just listen to the words and just realize like, okay, this is not something that I want to do. Like,
right.
I wanted it kind of to be more of a warning song, I guess. Is like after a lot of conversations, like specifically with two friends of ours, I actually took a lot of those words that they used to describe their situations and how they felt and why, and kind of put that into the lyrics.
So hopefully people can recognize symptoms.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's written from the perspective of the person trying to commit suicide. So that's it's
even hard. That's even harder, right? I do want to give a shout out real quick to Andrew over there who hasn't said a word yet. What's up, dog?
He's the quiet one.
Yeah, he's our quiet guy.
Everyone has the quiet one in the band. The quiet ones are the ones you got to watch out for, though. Like, sleep with one eye open, maybe. I don't know. All right. Sorry, Andrew. Look, he's not even laughing. He's like, "Fuck this guy." Okay, all right. Let's play this song, Reflection, right now. We're gonna play the whole entire song for everyone to listen to. So here we go with Reflection by the Almas from Wisconsin. Here we go.
From Wisconsin.
Sorry, that was a horrible dad joke. Hold on. Before I do that, I gotta do this. Okay, all right.
There you go.
Could have said Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We have a lot of cows.
All right, here's the song. All right, I want to make sure we have that suicide prevention hotline number, although it has changed. I don't know if that number still works. It is now 988.
Okay.
So for anyone who is not feeling good about themselves, which I'm so happy that it's changed to a simpler number. It's almost like 911. It's 988 for suicide prevention. I think that recently just happened.
Okay.
Fantastic song. I got the chills. Dawn, go ahead.
I was, gonna say I love, and I don't know, I may be misinterpreting it, but right there at the end, the lyrics geared more towards questioning the decision of suicide. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's
Second guess it. Don't do that. There's
yeah.
always hope.
The
There's
sad the for me, like, the saddest part about the song is like the last few lines.
Mhm.
Just for the fact that it kind of basically sums it up to, I have done what I thought I wanted, and it's too late to go
And now I
back.
can't take it back.
Mhm.
That's what
And
I was getting from that.
yeah.
I was wondering if I was correct, and then the second guessing of that it's too late.
And that's
Yeah.
also why the song ends so abruptly with like the quick,
Right.
because it's essentially over.
Very well done. Yeah.
What's crazy? What's even more sad? And I'd like to be funny all the time and just say stupid shit, right? And this is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. As I'm smiling about it, because I'm nervous. People smile when they're nervous, right?
Yeah.
So, but I will say, it's crazy because, depression doesn't run in my family, or as far as I know, like none of my family's super depressed or anything. It's people's perceptions of their own life. There's people out there that are struggling with cancer, that are fighting for their lives. And then there's people out there that just want to end their life and they don't care. And that is such a completely different sides of the spectrum, So for someone who wants to kill themselves and actually go through with it, a lot of people say that if you kill yourself, then you're a fucking pussy or you're fucking weak. You know what? Doing that, that's it. Like, you're fucking gone. If you do that shit, like, you're done. That to me is the whole dynamic of it is just scary to even think about.
Yeah, it really is a terrifying, concept, because it's like, we've known a lot of people who have struggled and lost, their battles with addiction and stuff like that. But, struggling with, just your mental health in and of itself, where you just don't find anything worth living for. Like, that is the main reason that we wanted to write this song, because, like, if we can help any one person, if we can help each other, if we can be there for each other and just be there for anyone who's willing to listen to us, that's something that we want to do, and that's something that we wanted the song to convey. So
I think that's very honorable. I think it's also very cool that I played this song on this episode, because you never know who's going to listen to it, right? You never know who's going to see that lyric video, which is so good. You guys did a lyric video for it also, so you can convey the message you're wanting, and people can actually read what your words are.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is that something you guys thought about when you're making the lyric video for it?
Yeah, because we did want to do a music video, but we weren't sure how to properly do it justice. And so with the lyric video, we thought that we could convey a visual as well as the actual written words,
the audio to it.
So we could get both together. And we work with a company to make it. So we didn't make it ourselves, but working with them and, him bringing our ideas to life was just incredible. And we absolutely love the way it turned out.
Yeah.
So
Yes, absolutely.
I don't get very sentimental on my show, and you guys about made me fucking cry a second ago. But
I'm sucking it up too.
I stopped myself, like, okay, hold on. Let's just do this show. I'll cry afterwards.
Perfect.
So let's go back. Go ahead, Don.
No, sorry. My very, very dear person to me, he was like my person. Just a couple of years ago, he committed suicide, and we knew the signs, we knew the symptoms. We tried to get him help, and he was just dead set on it. It's gonna happen, and I wish there would have been a way to get through to him, So
Yeah.
seeing that was very emotional, but it's
Oh.
helpful. Sometimes certain things can get through to people where even their closest people can't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
love that you guys did that and are doing what you're
Sometimes it
doing.
takes a stranger or
Thank
some
you.
lyric
Yeah,
in a song, right? Sometimes it takes someone that you don't know to
yeah,
hear something that's someone not close to you, because you always feel like your friends are going to tell you whatever they want to tell you, just so
Yeah.
that way you can feel better, whether it's a breakup or maybe you got.
hell no. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. It's I love you. Bye. You're not going to hear from me again. And yeah, I was like,
That's
don't
so
make me
rough.
track you down. And he threw his damn phone in the river.
Mm.
I mean, he was just dead set. So yeah, any way you can get through
Yeah,
to
and like
someone is
before we perform that song at every show, I talk to the audience a little bit because sometimes
Mhm.
you just need a reminder. And so I
Yeah.
always let people know, like, hey, like you are important, you are needed in this world, and you are loved. And I let everybody know, like, please reach out. Like,
Mhm.
I always try and believe that like we are all strong enough to fight our battles, but we don't have to fight them alone.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard to reach out to a family member or a friend because it's someone you're close to and you don't want them to see you in that way.
Yes.
Or you don't want to, like, there's someone that you just don't want that to be involved.
Mhm.
So it's like sometimes you need the stranger, and like I always bring that up, like even if it has to be a stranger that you talk
Yeah.
to, talk to
Talk to
somebody,
someone.
anyone.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the camera real quick, just to. No, it won't show up. Never mind.
You can put it on. You can edit it on at the end of the
It does say 988 though on it. Okay,
988, perfect.
I want to change the subject. Okay, I'm gonna change the subject.
Okay.
Happy, right? All right.
Happy thoughts, happy things.
That's happy. All right. I did say I want to talk about the band's lineup, and I mentioned it when it first started. I said I want to bring it back up. So I do want to bring it back up. Is the original lineup, has it changed several times? Being a touring band, is it hard to keep members involved with the band?
Before touring. Frank is the only founding original member of the band, so he can tell you guys the best.
I'm so jealous of his fucking hair too. Like, I'm like, fuck.
I
man.
am too. I've had to cut mine off because it's all dead and gross, and he's over here with long, luscious locks.
He has good hair. I mean, he's like a
Thank
fucking.
you.
He's like a tan Fabio, kind of.
Stop! You're inflating his ego.
It won't fit the hotel.
Even Andrew has good hair. And Josh, I don't know about you. I don't know you have a hat on.
I got hat hair right now.
Like a prerequisite, if you're going to be in the band, you have to have hair. Like, because I could learn bass, but I'm bald. Like,
yeah, see, it's not gonna work out,
we'll
dude.
take
it. It could be a thing. Like, everyone in the band has hair, but we have a bald bass player. Hold on. Now, what are you laughing at over there, huh? You think it's funny I'm bald?
Giggles, Mr. Clean.
I thought about doing the Bosley treatment, but it was like fucking $3,000. I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
I look good with the bald head. I wear hats anyways. Even when I had hair, I wore a hat. When I had hair, I wore a hat. Yes, I said that.
Get it right, Sebastian.
Don't blame me. Blame it on the Bud Light Chilada. What's going to cost them $100? Please send the money to my non-PO box I don't have. Okay. You guys are awesome. I don't even know if I have any more questions. Oh, I do want to ask you, is there anything that you guys want to say to your fans out there? I know you guys are touring right now. What other cities are you going to be in? And new music, merch. Tell us about all you guys before we get off here.
Well, by this time that the show is aired, I believe we'll be in Florida. Hanging out. So I think we're going to be leaving Florida. We've got a show in Gainesville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be in Mississippi. I don't think we have any Alabama shows on this one, but it's Mississippi and then Kentucky to finish off this tour.
Okay, so you got to put Alabama on your next lineup because that's where I am.
I know. I love Alabama.
Yeah.
I got to get back there.
Yeah.
But then we'll be in October. We'll be heading out on another run, and that'll be like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, kind of coming up through the Midwest there, going through. So, yeah, we'll be in Tulsa. So if that's close to you,
Fuck Tulsa.
Oh, well.
Go to OKC.
OKC.
But ultimately,
Tulsa, come on.
the most important thing though is we do have new music coming out. We just recorded in Nashville
All right.
with a new producer, and so the band's actually do a whole revamp, new logo, brand new music. I mean, and it's totally different than anything we've ever written.
Yeah.
So
Wonderful.
it's
Right on.
yeah, that's the most exciting thing. So keep an eye out for dates
Yes.
and things like that. And we will be playing those songs out live. So when you do see us, you will hear them live.
Yep, we're already playing one of them.
Yep.
Lovely.
I do want to ask Andrew a question real quick.
Go for it.
What's your
He's like, finally.
He's like, fuck, fine. What is your favorite song to play live in front of an audience?
We have a song called "Ain't That Bad."
Yep.
Yeah, is it like pretty energetic? Is it fun?
It's very fun, ska, and I get a drum solo, so I get my 1 minute of
Shame.
Nice.
That's why it's his favorite song. Every drummer needs a drum solo. I'm a drummer. Well, I used to be a drummer, not really anymore. But you cannot not have a drum solo. Like every drummer needs at least one.
Mhm.
Yes.
You need something.
What's crazy is I swear to God, normally the drummer's the most outspoken one in the band. I feel like he's kind of the quiet one, but normally like the drummer's like the fucking loud one. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm the drummer. If I was on tour, I'd be the naked guy going to jail every night for like indecent.
Fuck's sake, y'all think he's kidding? He's not.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
joking.
I see that. I've known Frank for years, and the first time I met him was him and his old band, and the drummer literally throughout the entire interview was just like, "And don't forget the drummer, the most important." And he was all like, he was interjecting
obnoxious, yeah.
everywhere. It was, yes, he was so loud, and he was just like answering it like everyone's question they would be finished with their answer, and then he'd be like, "But then the drummer," and just like interject. And now Andrew is over here.
I feel like I would like that guy. I feel like I would like that drum that guy who would say that. Yeah, and they're like, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just here. I'm here. I'm here. You guys, what's your website and where can we find you guys' merch?
www.almastheband.com. ALMAS theband.com.
Real quick, how'd you guys get that name?
So former band, I'm an alcoholic, so I was drinking a lot in that band, and at the time I was starting to quit, and I wanted to kind of refine myself, start a new band, refine my soul, hence the band name The Almas, which means soul in Spanish.
Nice. You know, I feel bad for drinking beer. I mean, not really, but like, fuck.
Dude, do what you want, man.
I'm like, fucking Bud Light geladas and shit.
Nah, dude, it's all
You're
good.
good, man.
It's all good.
I'm a caffeine addict, so that's why I drink Red Bull and all this
Me
shit all
too.
the time.
Dude, I swear, if I drink Red Bull, I'm like this.
Dude,
me too.
I can't even think if I don't have my Red Bull. Like, it's
That's
bad,
me and my
man.
coffee.
Dude,
Coffee
same.
all day.
I have
Coffee in the morning
Death
for
Wish
him.
coffee.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
Frank in the
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, that's what I have in the van.
So we built bunk beds in our E350 van.
Uh-huh.
And the way that it's set up in the back, we have like a top shelf that has like the microwave and stuff, and underneath is Frank's bed, and we call
Yeah.
it the cave. So he climbs into his cave at night, and in the morning he'll like slither out of his cave.
Coffee.
Yeah, and
totally
he'll try
crawl
and
out
get coffee. Well, if any one of us wake up with him, no, don't talk to him. Just like
Coffee
stay there.
first.
You just
Well,
like
what you
do is you like,
Like,
you open your
problem
eyes
is-
and you're like, oh, he's awake. Nope, close
The
your eyes,
problem
go
is
away.
everyone's so energetic in the morning. They want to talk, and I'm like, no. Like,
Stop talking.
can we
Coffee first.
Yeah.
ease
Yeah, we
into
wake
our
up
day a little
refreshed
bit?
and ready to go.
Can we zen a bit and just collect ourselves and then go? Like, it's just
Let me get half a cup in.
at least like
Half
just
a
give
cup
you
in.
5 minutes.
I
The
feel like
worst is when there's no water for
minutes,
the
yeah.
coffee maker. And
Oh,
so he's
hell.
all ready and he's all prepped and he looks at it and he grabs the jug of water and it's just ice.
Pissed. Oh, yeah.
Then he just sits there and the
Go to
vein
the
in his
microwave.
forehead pops out and you're just like, okay.
See, I never thought of that. Genius.
What?
Go to the
Ice
microwave.
in
Throw the ice in the
fucking
microwave.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
And you hack.
Thank you. See,
I feel like Frank should go in when you crawl into your hole in the van at night. I feel like you should bring some white makeup with you. And when you come out in the morning, like it's like army crawl out, with like white makeup on and like
Yep.
look like you're all decrepit and shit. Fucking great music
That's
video.
exactly what he does.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
never told you. It's like the pom-poms brushing against my leg every time you
That was my hair. Yeah.
I see his head pop up, and I'm like,
I
oh,
swear to
shit.
God, you are the tan Fabio. We are gonna get out of here. Hey, the Almas, you guys, please all stay right there till after the outro song plays. Please, I do want to. I said please twice. I do want to thank everyone that listens to our podcast. Find us on every podcasting platform, also our YouTube channel, which we are still trying to grow. And we have an app called The Loud Spot on your iOS or Android phone. That's all the time we got. Guys, stay right there, please. Peace out. Rock on.
Much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.